Hey there, in this video I'm going to give you my top 6 internal marketing tips. So let's get started right away. Well, first of all, what's the goal? Your goal as a business is to grow your business as quickly, effectively, and inexpensively as possible. If we can focus on these 3 R's, you're going to be growing a very profitable business. So one is rebook. If you have an existing patient in your office, make sure you're rebooking them. Reactivate. If you have a patient in the past who is no longer coming to see you, let's make sure that we find a way to get them back through the door. And finally, referrals. What every business says is their number one source of new business. Ask your existing patients for referrals. Make sure they're your sales force and that they're driving new business to your office. So what are my 6 tips? Well, reception. We'll go into more detail, but your front end is the most important part of your business. Make sure that's operating smoothly, effectively, and you have the right people on board. Number 2, referral program. Make sure you're asking your happy existing patients for their friends or for referrals. 3, wellness packages. Let's think of ways that we can retain customers through different programs. 4 is automation. Let's use technology. Let's use some of the different tools out there to take up some of our time or some of our tasks so that we have more time to do other things. New patient intake form. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how you can kind of spruce that up to make sure you're getting better information. And finally, your waiting room display. Let's just set a goal and make sure that there's a purpose to people when they're purpose that that you're delivering some kind of message or some kind of piece of information to people when they're waiting for your business. Reception. I see a lot of offices every day, every week, every month who do not pay attention to their front end. They hire people who don't answer the phones properly. They don't train their receptionists. They don't have set goals, etc. At the end of the day, the reception is the most important part of your business as far as getting new business through the door. Whether it's managing how to handle phone calls, how to rebook patients in, how to schedule customers, how to deal with insurance, whatever it might be, your receptionist and your reception team, your front end team, really has to focus on doing some things right. Here are a few tips. Kill them with kindness. That kind of goes without saying. It's really important to treat everyone, as best as you possibly can. Your team should always be high energy and always smiling. If they don't want to be there, fire them and find someone who does want to be there. Make sure they're clear communicators. Patients will have questions on the phone about insurance, about treatment options. Make sure your staff is educated and make sure they're able to effectively communicate whatever piece of information needs to be passed along. I kind of mentioned this before, but no grumpy staff members. If your staff members are grumpy and they're not happy to be there, find someone who is happy to be there. They should always be friendly, and I'll kind of leave it at that. Just make sure you have the right kind of training and protocols set in place for scheduling and rebooking. We want to make sure when we schedule a patient in over the phone, we're always focusing on the time that works best for them. Additionally, when you're rebooking a patient, try to do it before they leave the office, and that way you kind of guarantee they come in. I am a big proponent of training. Spend the money on training your staff, both on sales techniques, on phone training, marketing, on different educational things about the service offerings you have. Knowledge is power. So if you can make sure that you understand, that your staff understand what it is you do and what they are expected to do, you're going to run a better business. So let's talk about the referral program. So most offices acknowledge that referrals are their number one source of new business, yet they don't really do anything to get referrals. So first and foremost, ask for referrals. It's amazing how many times practitioners let a patient walk out through the door who's super happy, who's been coming to them for 10 years, and they don't ask them for referrals. So simple as it sounds, ask your patients for referrals. Maybe help them by giving them a little card or giving them a little gift card they can pass along to their friends. Make sure you thank patients who send you new customers. If they feel like they were thanked, they'll be kind of motivated to do it again. And then also just acknowledge that different associations have different rules. So, we work with physios, chiros, massage, dentists, acupuncture, whatever. All the different associations have different rules, so just make sure you're not breaking any of those rules. Wellness packages, so this is a great way to retain customers, so come up with different packages that maybe give them a price break or an additional add-on. We have some clinics where if you pre-purchase 6 treatments, then you get a bottle of this health supplement, like a milkshake type thing. So find different add-ons, packages, whatever you feel comfortable with, but incentivize people to pre-purchase, or at least purchase a package, and find a way to to make them want that. Pre-schedule their appointments for the same time every week. This is pretty common in like the chiropractic industry, where sometimes you have a patient who's kind of their time is 8 a.m. on Monday, and then it just becomes a routine. Every Monday they come in, they know that spot's reserved for them. We also see clinics doing seminars and classes. So, like if you're a physio office, maybe every weekend on a Saturday, you offer like a Pilates seminar, a yoga seminar, something like that. Set up strategic partnerships with complementing businesses. For example, if kind of use the same example as last time, let's say your physio office, maybe there's a Y Yoga nearby or something like that. You could do something like all of the Y Yoga people who come in to the physio get some kind of kickback, and all of your customers can go to Y Yoga and get some kind of discount, something to that effect, where you're basically just setting up partnerships to encourage your existing customers to keep coming back to you, etc. It's pretty self-explanatory. Automation. We really believe in automation. If we can accomplish a goal without putting too much of our own time into it, the staff's time into it, that's fantastic. So online bookings is great. Connect the Doc obviously offers online bookings. That's a really good option to get patients scheduling in after hours. You're going to have less phone calls in the morning to attend to, less messages, etc. Also, email, call, and text reminders. Those are great ways to make sure your patients are going to come without actually spending a couple hours at the end of every day, calling your patients for the next 2 days. Really you're saving time. So how are you going to use that time to grow your business? Well, maybe it's you're able to spend more time with your patients in the office. Maybe your front end, instead of having to make those calls, are able to get on Facebook and Twitter and reach out to your clientele. Maybe they can spend that time blogging. So understand that when you set things, when you automate things, you're saving time, and therefore you're saving money, but you're also able to reinvest that time into other things that are going to help you grow your business. The new patient intake form, really all I want to stress here is that there are specific questions you can ask to better understand the customer. I really encourage understanding whether someone just wants to get better quickly and then leave and never come back, or whether they're really actively interested in their health. If you ask the right questions, you can find out what type of customer you're dealing with, and then you can kind of make recommendations. For example, like if it was a dental office, you might ask something as simple as, are you happy with the way your smile looks? If they are not happy with the way their smile looks, you can talk to them about maybe some of their cosmetic dental opportunities. But you're just basically trying to ask the right questions and find out if you can talk to them about anything else you offer. Again, helping the patient accomplish their goal. So don't oversell them on something that they don't need, but make sure you're addressing all of their concerns. Your waiting room. My point here is that you should set a goal. I see lots of offices that have kind of chairs with magazines and maybe a TV going. You're not really accomplishing anything when you do that. So set a goal. Maybe it's something as simple as, we want patients to know we offer a referral program. You might have a TV screen with a PowerPoint presentation going saying, hey, did you know about a referral program? Or, hey, here are our top referrers and here's how we thank them. Did you know that if you refer us more than 3 patients a month, we put your name into a draw and we pull up a draw winner to go to Vegas? Find a way to incentivize your patients to effectively communicate a message and to motivate them to do something that you want them to do. But again, set that goal, come up with a messaging, find out how you can effectively communicate that message. So those are my top 6 tips. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. My email is on the screen. Connect the Doc is here to help. We'd love to chat, and if there's anything we can do to help you grow your business, again, we're here. So there's my email. Thanks for listening to this video, and I hope we can speak soon.